Well, hello everybody, this is Naazir Ra, and we are starting from chapter 8, the last chapter in Naazir Ra's book that Access Codes to Zion, How to Live on the Frequency. And chapter 8 is Transcending Dense Frequencies. And to start off, I just want to say yes to your word is one. I am here back today for chapter 8, and I'm super excited. Even though this is the last chapter, you guys can all, cry now. Okay, because I understand we're all emotional about this. But no worries, because there is a very high possibility that I'll be doing another video series to another one of Naazir books very soon. But to start off, as always, I got a quote for you. The biggest mental block on this planet is the idea of duality. White, black, good, evil, gay, straight, man, woman. So these dualities keep us dueling, struggling, and always in conflict with something we perceive as a threat. The greatest kind of like perception of it all is that there is only one. Even though black, white, gay, straight, good, evil, we're all part of the same whole. We're all one. It's just different people's perspective. We perceive them to be something different and totally outside of, ourselves. But the greatest secret is that we're all one in the first place. And as long as you're dueling somebody, trying to distinguish yourself from somebody or something, then you're not focused on your true intent and your goals and what they should be. As you guys can see, I got my cipher set, my candles, I got Buddha with me today, I got my eye, I got, my sound bowls, my little squishy things. I actually made these myself, but it just gets me like really in my zone. It helps me deliver this message easier. But when you get caught up in the conflict between apparent opposites, your consciousness is crucified on the cross of duality. One more time. When you get caught up in the conflict between apparent opposites, your consciousness is crucified on the cross of duality. So, once again, this is just another thing that's a distraction in this world. Get you dueling with each other, with the whole police brutality thing on TV, get you dueling, hating something that you perceive to be outside of you, and now you're not even focusing on things that really matter in life, the things that you should be focusing your intent on, especially in this very transformative time. It's all implemented here to get you looking here, distracted, your heart fluttering, energy fluctuating. You can't stay focused on what you need to be. Okay, to graduate to higher experiences, you must learn to elevate your perception. One more time. To graduate to higher experience, we must learn to elevate our perception. We must learn to see the bigger picture of everything. Everything is here to play their part. Everything is here for a specific reason. Don't sit here and hate. I think in chapter 2, I believe, we talked about not cursing your home. This is our home, this planet. These people are part of us. It's home. Don't spend all your time hating. We just need to love it. I mean, we don't necessarily have to be around it and be in the energy of it. We don't have to focus our energy on these things that we don't necessarily agree with. But we don't need to be hating it, and we don't need to be thinking it's something outside of ourselves. Okay? These divisive thought forms and those who feed them will not exist on the new frequency in which the earth is shifting to. So, I mentioned it again, we're still in the frequency of this solar eclipse. As you can see, I got my tiger's eye with me, feeling the power. I got my citrine. I'm just in the zone. And this is the shift of which this chapter specifically is talking about. And you hear it in most religions, the new heaven, the new earth, the new dawn. We're in that time right now. So especially more than ever, if you're here dueling, conflicting with somebody or something, you might diminish along with the rest of the things that's diminishing. Okay? Expand your definition of self to include your so-called adversaries. Okay? So pretty much like I just said, we're all one and the same. Even the things that you perceive to be an adversary, they're all necessary parts of you. Just when we manifested back on this earth, they manifested as a certain group of people, if you follow what I'm saying. So now, even in the conscious community, now we got these people who think they're just so superior over everybody else, and it's like, I'm better just because of this skin tone, just because I come from this lineage, and it's like, okay, alright, so what are you doing? What kind of resources, what are you doing, instead of just saying, oh, I got this brown skin, I got melanin, I'm better than everybody. What are you doing to prove that? Because I believe in the last chapter as well, we talked about we need to start approaching this like scientists. Can this be proven that you are what you say you are, or is it just some egotistical boost that makes you feel good? Okay, we need to expand our definition of self to include the so-called adversaries, understanding that these are the lower aspects of ourself being reflected back at us. So to hate it is to hate yourself. That is the bigger picture of it all, okay? We're all essential parts to one whole. Everyone has got to stay in their lane, okay? The great masters taught us to love thy neighbor because thy neighbor is actually parts of ourselves. That's the big thing. Love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. You see it a lot in ancient Kemetic practices. Love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. Why? They're actually parts of ourselves. There's only one. We need to love these parts that we don't even necessarily agree with about ourselves, because love is the highest form of ascension and growth that there is, okay? Next, for some, spirituality is an excuse for not taking full advantage of their lives. Many people like to be so delved into metaphysics and spirituality and these spiritual practice, not saying that they're not very vital, but when you sit and that's the only thing that you focus all your energy on, and you forget that we're also physical, you know. The metaphysical and the physical here is one and the same. But when you focus solely on the metaphysical, you find yourself, quote unquote, you know, in the clouds. And I actually, in my song, you can create your own reality, I've actually referenced that. I'm like, they say I live in the clouds, but I am here, I'm grounded, but I see the reality, the truth is, what's in your mind can be manifested outwardly. This is the reality. It seems like it's a hard concept to grasp, but I'm here to break it down. See, your thoughts are real. Everything that you imagine is real. And the words that you speak can manifest in your reality. That is why I just want to speak truth to you. I'm going to stop right there because I could sing the whole song. But that is the biggest, you know, thing of it all. We need to be looking up at the cosmos, grateful for what's there, but also being sure to stay grounded here and not let ourselves get too wishy-washy in the clouds, thinking we're better than everyone because we read a couple books, because we studied a couple things, but are you implementing your physical as well? We cannot forget that we are also physical beings. We are spiritual beings first, but we are physical beings here to manifest and live the life that we want to live. So there's a direct correlation between the two, but we can't forget that we are also physical, okay? Just stay grounded. Don't just study books on metaphysics and spirituality, but also incorporate books that teach you to do ordinary things more efficiently. Like books on finances, relationships, home improvement, even technology. I have books in my closet about like massage therapy and the anatomy of your body, because sometimes, you know, this body gets tense, especially when you're a worker. So, you know, I'm not a masseuse or anything like that, but just little things like that are important to know and also stay tuned into. Don't forget that we're also physical beings, okay? As you create more success in your mundane life, you will free up more time and energy to invest in spiritual pursuits. So if you see some of these people who go ahead and create their own business, now, you know, especially if their business is helping us all spiritually in some kind of way, or maybe even if it's not, once you do that and you set aside your time where you're not sitting and working 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 hours a day for some corporation that already has billions of dollars, you set aside the necessary resources to do this for yourself. Now, guess what? You got those 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 more hours to really tap in and pursue the spiritual things that maybe you were lacking in your life. So it's just all about building that success so we can be able to do that. I don't have my own business yet. You know what? Yes, I do. I have my own business. It has not physically manifested here all the way yet, but it's a work in progress. It's one of the things that I've been doing behind the scenes, and I'm so excited. Stay tuned, okay? Never second guess or hesitate to invest in anything that will empower you in any kind of way. I'm going to say that one more time, okay? Never second guess or hesitate to invest in anything that will empower you in any kind of way. So, let me tell you about this. That happened to me one time. So, I was at a time where I had just finished paying all my bills. I had $20 left on my card, okay? Let me tell you. And for some reason, I was just on YouTube going through, and I heard a book that a master teacher referenced. A book that is necessary, vital to us all, especially if we're trying to focus and buckle down on whatever it is we're trying to do in our life. So when I heard him talking about this book, I was like, I have to have this book. I need this book in my life. So I go to Amazon, I look for the book, and the book is actually, it was $17.99, or no, I think it was like $14.99 plus the shipping and handling. It was like $17.99, and I had $20 left in my car. So me a year ago, I probably would have been like, $20, $17.99. You know what? I can do with that. But just my spirit was telling me, just get the book. You won't regret it. Long story short, I got the book. It's right over there. And it's one of the books that really set me in the trajectory of where I'm at right now. This is a resource that helped me implement certain things, certain practices in my life that's got me here, speaking so freely, being so freely, doing me freely, and just not really worried about the distractions all around. This book was necessary for my growth. So for me being obedient, where is obedience? For me being obedient to the Spirit and listening, I am now here. I am now grateful. I now have that book, which I haven't even read all the way to the end yet, and I'm this far, just like in my path. So when I am finished with that, I'm going to pass it along to whoever the Spirit guides me to, because I feel like that's a necessary jewel. Who knows, I may even do a video blog on that one. See, there's just so much coming, guys. Stay tuned, okay? Now, any measure of success that you have in your life now can be tracked back to some skill or knowledge you have acquired. Knowing this, tools for self-development should never be left out of your budget. In fact, they should be at the top of your list. Okay, like I just mentioned, it's something you know is going to help you. It's going to help you improve in your everyday life. It's going to help you improve for the future. It's going to help you be better for, let's say, your future children or generations that come down the line. Why second guess? If you know you're a person who, need more energy in your life, need that more vitality in your life, why hesitate to get the nanoparticles of gold, If you're a person who knows you want to tap into the dream world, you know you want to be able to decode your dream, to merge that with your waking life, why hesitate to get some platinum or some iridium, or to get the divine intuition and spirituality medallion, because first of all, I've learned that just holding on to your money like, this is mine, I don't want to spend it. I don't know what's to spend it right on. When you know that you're investing in yourself, you should not even hesitate about that. That it shouldn't even be a question, It should be your number one priority, right along with spiritual growth, spiritual development, and ascension. Okay? So this is going to be the end of part 1, guys. Stay tuned, because I will be back.